Hello, my name is Mary, and my presentation is on plant-based eating for vegans, vegetarians, animal lovers, and environmentalists. Many plant-based eaters today are new to the concept of plant-based eating, and there are so many choices available that this causes confusion and knowledge gaps. There's pescatarians who eat fish, flexitarians who eat small amounts of meat, could be monthly. Lacto-ovo vegetarians, they consume milk and eggs and animal byproducts. And then there's vegans who are strict vegetarians. They do not eat anything animal based. And the rule of thumb with that is usually nothing that has had a mother. It can be confusing on how to integrate some of the supplements into a plant-based diet. Protein requirements increase with age, pregnancy, weight, activity levels, and those recovering from surgery and other health issues. People are also choosing to eat vegetarian for animal welfare and environmental issues. The word protein is from the Greek word proteus that means primary. Protein is the foundational basis and building blocks for everything in our bodies. There are 20 amino acids that make up protein that we consume. 9 of these are essential amino acids. Most animal proteins are considered complete proteins because they contain all of these 9 essential amino acids. There are some plant-based proteins that do contain complete proteins, such as soy and quinoa, but most plant proteins are considered partial proteins, so they need to be combined so that you're getting all of your daily requirements. We are part of the universal process of expanding consciousness, a process of becoming more of oneself, of finding greater meaning in life, and reaching new dimensions of connectedness with other people and the world. Margaret Newman, 2010. Margaret Newman is who I chose to base my theoretical framework around. She has the concept of health as expanding consciousness. This includes all people. People are choosing to eat diets due to concern for animal welfare and the environment. I believe this exemplifies this theory and connection with all beings and life on our planet. My teaching plan is based on learners being educated on the importance of protein to understand the role that protein plays in the body. They're going to learn to recognize the symptoms of protein deficiency and how to offset this with 80% accuracy from baseline. I'm going to be using questionnaires, pre and post assessment. They're going to be able to assess whether or not they have some of these symptoms, such as fatigue, headaches, tiredness, hair loss, and focus. Question and answer sessions will be used to assess learning style. Educational level will be assessed at this time accordingly and will be adjusted to the learner. Post-assessment questions will compare pre- and post-test assessment to measure both formative and summative evaluations of this. This is just a list of protein deficiency symptoms, some of the basic ones that I already mentioned. When the body does not have enough protein and muscle, it's broken down to meet the body's requirements, leading to some of these symptoms. Understanding the different classifications of plant-based diet and how they differ is going to be another thing that I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be using post assessments. I'm going to be using handouts and questionnaires to measure the amount of protein. Learners will be able to measure the amount of protein in their diet according to the recommended daily allowance. They will utilize information and media created from the USDA website. Educational levels will be assessed at this time. Calculations will be given to help them along with pre and post assessment questionnaires to assess summative evaluation. This right here is a slide of some of the things that can be used. Soybean paste, that has 8 grams of protein in it per tablespoon. It can be high in salt, but it's really great to add to soups or different sauces. The other picture above, right here, is a plant-based protein made with almond milk, and that was a ravioli. And then to the right is a protein powder supplement that has 21 grams per serving. They do use stevia in there, but it's a great way to supplement if you maybe aren't getting enough or you missed a meal. You can make a protein smoothie. Recommended daily allowances of protein. The recommended daily allowance is the minimum amount of protein required for 97.5 people at a certain stage of life. The European Society of Clinical Nutrition and Metabolism, they believe that recommended daily amount is not enough for older people. Currently, it's at 0.8 grams per kilogram of body weight. They believe it should be 1 to 1.2 grams per body weight and 1.5 grams per body weight for those with acute or chronic diseases to be able to maintain muscle mass. To calculate your recommended daily allowance for you, you take your body weight and you divide that, your pounds, and you divide that by 2.2, and that will give you the kilograms. So a person, for example, who weighs 100 pounds divided by 2.2 is 45.5. So this person would need 46 to 55 grams of protein per day. Plant-based proteins have been shown in experiments and studies to have anti-carcinogenic properties, although more studies are needed, so this includes fruits, vegetables, nuts, whole grains, legumes, and certain plant oils. Fiber found in fruits and vegetables as well as polyphenols from cereals and grains have been shown to reduce cancer and mortality rates. This right here is another photo. I have tofu, vegetarian dumplings, chia seeds. Chia seeds are best used if you grind them up in a coffee grinder because it makes them more bioavailable so your body doesn't have to work as hard to break them down. And then I have a photo of free-range chickens because they are able to wander around and not kept in cages, which is a terrible thing. Benefits of plant-based eating. So the learner will understand how eating can be better for animal welfare, health, and the environment. They're going to implement this by creating meal plans. We're going to look at YouTube videos so that we can appeal to visual learners. Animals raised for livestock do not lead happy lives. Milking cows have their babies separated from them, and they can still hear them. They're sold for veal. Choosing to eat plant-based lowers demand for livestock, lessens the strain on the environment, and the impact on climate change. Learners will be able to implement this by giving a chance to share recipes that they can create with fellow learners. I'll be using Google Docs so they can share, or you can keep it private. There's going to be an option to upload photos so that they can share with others. Reflective thinking. 7-day meal plan at the end will assess summative evaluation and pre and post testing. Animals are sentient beings who feel pain, loss, and fear just like us, but we're conditioned because of how we were raised to eat them. These are some photos that I took of an animal sanctuary that I went to. They save animals from slaughter and offer them up for adoption. So this is a little 4-week baby cow that was sold for $2. He was going to be sold for veal. You can go to this place and you can actually bottle feed the animals. It's really just a wonderful place. Rosebridge Farm Sanctuary. This right here is a couple other different things that you can use. Hemp Hearts are great. They're so packed with protein. So you can sprinkle them on your salad. It gives a little bit of a crunch. And then I also have a chicken tender supplement that's there that is actually delicious. They even have hot and spicy ones. In conclusion, learners identified with protein deficiency will feel better, have more energy, and alleviation of symptoms. They'll be more comfortable with being able to calculate protein requirements for their specific needs. They'll also have a greater awareness of the food they eat, greater understanding of the impact on animal welfare, and environmental awareness to make better choices for themselves, family, and friends. My teaching long-term outlook will be data and resources that will be readily available to everyone. In an ever-changing field of science and medicine, technology moves quickly. It's referred to as forecast learning. There will be an updated database with subject matter expert and resources with website links, interactive learning assessments, and local resources. The essentials of nursing education: quality improvement and safety. These are the ones that I felt this touched on. So, improving the quality of people's lives by gaining implementation of protein supplements and being able to calculate RDAs. Informatics and health technology, multimedia presentation created to be disseminated to the public. Clinical prevention and population for improving health, preventing protein deficiency, and raising awareness on how to properly manage this. Translating and integrating scholarship into practice through clinical research and trials, interprofessional collaboration for improving patient and population health outcome, sharing this info with individuals, students, and educators, background for practice from science and humanities. Besides being based on science, this is also based on psychology and sociology. These are my references. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, please just reach out. Wait. Oh no.